So good evening and welcome to the think tank. As you can hear, there's a bit of an echo. So it's a little section in the house where it's just glass, and my wife uses it as a sunroom and a tea room, but I tend to do a couple of recordings in here because you can't really hear the kids and stuff cry from this side of the house. So what we do is once a week we post a little video explaining, how we can overcome certain hurdles as business owners, and when we overcome one hurdle, we find that there's 50 others that still has to be overcome. And the question I want to ask you today is, what is stopping you from achieving your goal? And are you where you wanted to be 5 years ago? If not, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to accept the fact that, life threw you a couple of curveballs and I'm going to have to make do with what I got? I mean, heaven knows that I had certain plans and certain goals that I've achieved, and there are certain plans and certain goals that I've not achieved. But if you're just going to kind of leave it by the wayside and say, these things happen and I'll do better next time, you won't do better next time with an attitude like that. You have to be aggressive, you have to be resourceful, you have to be hungry enough to drive yourself to get to where it is you want to be. So coming back to the question, are you where you thought you'd be 5 years ago? Why not? Or why? What is it that got you there? And what were the obstacles that stopped you? And what I want you to do is I want you to take a pen and a piece of paper and possibly list all the things that took you off the path that you set yourself to be where you've identified a destination you've wanted to get to. Make a list of all of those things that took you off those paths, and ask yourself, in the next 2 to 3 years, or let's do bite-sized portions, in the next 2 to 3 months, what is it that you now want to achieve? And what is going to help you get there quicker? What are the things that are stopping you? And what strategies can you implement to help you overcome those obstacles? So if you have a plan to increase the sales in your business, and you don't have a salesman or a good enough sales team, or you don't know enough about sales because you're the only salesman in the organization, what skills are you going to acquire to ensure that you can overcome that obstacle to get you closer to achieving that goal? Are you going to ask yourself, do I need to invest more in marketing? Do I have to invest in a proper sales team? Do I need a mentor? Do I need a coach? If that is the case, you know what you need to do. The next thing I want you to do is, after you've identified the 2 to 3 month goal, then I want you to think longer term. What is it that you want to achieve in 12 months? What do you want to achieve in 24 months? What do you want to achieve in 5 years' time? And I want you to make the conscious decision to identify what you have to do today to ensure that you're going to get to that goal in 3 years' time. So stay tuned, we'll be back next week. And for those of you who haven't liked my YouTube channel yet, be sure to like and subscribe. And whenever we have some new content, we'll be sure to let you know. So until next week.